Good afternoon, everyone. It's a while since I've been in here. The Shed of Eternal Damnation. Well, a bit of poetry today, just for a change. And this is from a book which I published last year. And it's called From Inside My Mind. Disturbing poems for disturbed people. And there we go. This is the first book I published. And quite happy with it, really. Right, the poetry. This one is called The Spirits of Victims Past. The vampire, concealed in the dark alleyways, death awaits. He is stalking the streets of night, searching for prey. He stares out into the night, looking out onto the moonlit street, where swirls of mist dance around the streets like ghosts. Perhaps they are the spirits of all those victims past. The vampire, powerful in his presence, overwhelming all. There is no escape from his hypnotic gaze. All is lost. Feeding on the blood of unsuspecting mortals. No malice, just the need to satisfy the hunger within. A hunger that courses through undead veins. Feeding a heart as cold as ice, bringing it life. Vampire, uncaring, unfeeling creature of darkness. Over centuries with remorse, a calculating killer. Dispatching his prey into eternal darkness, feeling nothing. Stood in the moonlight, sniffing the air, waiting for a scent. The aroma of blood courses through living veins, giving life. The vampire can taste in the air with heightened senses. He moves in on his prey, whose end is seconds away. Gone now. Taken from the victim, that precious flow which brought life. Past beyond now. Cadaver eyes, now dulled in the moonlight. And the next one, I've called it Nightmare. And nightmare goes, when I awoke deep underground, where silence was the only sound. I started to scream in desperate fear, yet I was the only one to hear. Trapped inside that box of wood, through my veins ran living blood. In total blackness I could not see. I knew this was the end of me. Upon my lips the taste of blood, my fingernails scratched at the wood. I hear my heartbeat in my ears, and through my mind 1,000 fears. The air grows thin, there's just a breath, just a heartbeat away from death. Passing out to awaken again. Please take me now and ease this pain. Terror and blackness all around, my heartbeat now the only sound. One last deep breath to take me away, never again to see the light of day. Suddenly I hear a noise, a distant bell. Is that to welcome me to hell? No. It's just my damned alarm, now knocked to snooze with outstretched arm. I hope you like the twist at the end of that one, folks. I know I did. Anyway, there we are, a couple of poems. from this book. And here is another. For anyone who lives around this area, they'll know of the area called Mitchell Lades, where there used to stand a mental asylum and a fever hospital. A part of it is still there. So here we go, and this one is called the Asylum. Walking down through Mitchell Lades, where the old asylum stood, far away from prying eyes, in the centre of the wood. The mortuary table lies broken, rusty hinges from the asylum door, wheelchairs, clothing and trolleys scattered over the wooden floor. Foundation stones still standing, old cellars gaping wide. The old wards are crumbling, like the hundreds who had died. When you close your eyes and listen, disembodied voices float on the breeze. Then suddenly in the corner of your eye, you see a shadow in the trees. Memories of many tortured minds, traumas from life relived each hour. For those who lived within the walls, the clock moved slowly upon the tower. Removed from society, all alone, afraid. Filled with drugs to numb the mind. Doctors and nurses, not family or friends, they were scared of what they may find. Fearing the day the lobotomy spike, driven into the brain, removing emotion. Person forced into submission, removing their spirit with some strange potion. The horrors that happened within these walls, those wards once full of life, now dead and still. The building holds the memories of the past, of all those who suffered, those who were ill. Ghosts constantly walking the grounds, their energy will be there forevermore, doomed for eternity within those walls, each soul that crossed the asylum door. And there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed listening to those poems, and if you think I should do some more from the Shed of Eternal Damnation, as it's become known, please feel free to leave a comment in the box below, click the like button, hit the bell icon for any future uploads. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It costs nothing to subscribe and it helps the family grow, and I believe we are up to 226 this afternoon, so we're doing well. Very well indeed. This shed will be replaced soon by another shed, but I've enjoyed my time in here doing my artwork, some of which you can see behind me. And on that note, I wish you all a wonderful weekend. Thank you all for being part of the Jenkie family. You're all amazing. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Namaste.